Okay, the third factor that affect the video. Okay. The third factors that impact the video over IP is transmission method. There are several different type of transmission methods. The first one is called unicasting. Unicasting uses a separate connection for each individual accessing the content. If dozens of users want to access the same video file, the server must send the video file dozens of times. Used, used by file-based and progressive download delivery method. However, the network is impacted because it must handle the bandwidth utilization of all connections, even though they are transferring the same exact data. So if there are over 100 requests of the video, that means the server need to send, or the transmission must have about 100 connection. So it is not efficient for of bandwidth utilization. The next one is multicasting. Multicasting is the transmission of a single data stream to multiple concurrent users. Multicasting is intelligent enough to send the data only to end nodes that are listening for it. Broadcast, on the other hand, uh, in broadcasting, the data is sent to every node on the network, whether they need the data or not. Therefore, multicasting reduces overall network utilization. For example, uh, when the TV or radio station broadcasts their news, you may be listening to your favorite station at the same time as other 10,000 users. It sends out one audio signal modulated on radio frequency wave one time, and 10,000 of one listener are all tuned in the signals. So this is an example of broadcasting. Regardless whether you request or not, the server, the station only send one signal transmission and everybody can receive it. On the other hand, for uh, for the cable TV, when you do a cable TV, only only the subscribers of the line can handle it. I mean, on the other hand, for the cable TV, only the customer that subscribe the cables can receive the video. Uh, to transmit a single message to a select group of recipients, a simple example of multicasting is sending an email message to a mailing list. Okay, teleconferencing and video conferencing also use multicasting, but require more robust protocol and network. So in multicasting, only a selected only a selected recipients can receive the video or the data or the informations. So make sure that you learn the difference between multicasting and broadcasting. Uh, the fourth factor is transmission standard. Global telecommunications standards are set by the United Nations Agency, International Telecommunication Union or ITU, and Internet Engineering Task Force IATF. Product must adhere to the standard to allow users to participate in conference regardless of their platform. So some of these applications must conforms with this standard, such as ITU or IETF. For example, net meeting or WebEx. Among the standard net meeting support, okay, net meeting support H323 standard for audio and video conferencing, and T120 standard for multi-point data conferencing, and the IETF LDAP standard for directory services. H320 transmission standard come in two different standard, which is H323 is a protocol that used for voice over IP implementation that also used for video over IP, sending and receiving audio and video across packet-based network. On the other hand, H320 is sending multimedia content over ISDN. Okay, H260X standard come in different format. Okay, both of the H320 and H323 network support the following video codecs: H261 that operate between 40 kilobit per second to 2 megabit per second. H263 operate between 20 kilobit per second to 24 kilobit per second. H263 has better quality than H261. The newer video codec standard is H264. It was created to run over packet switch network and use real-time streaming protocol. Best quality and high level of data compression. Most of the CCTV that we have in the house or in the office is H264 compliance. Okay, the last factor that affect video over IP is T120 protocol. It's basically T120 protocol is a suite protocol that enable real-time communication created by ITU, used by Cisco WebEx and Microsoft NetMeeting, support desktop application sharing and video conferencing. As I mentioned to you before, T120 is a suite protocol. So here is a list of the protocol as indicated in the books. For example, for file transfer, you're going to use T127 protocol. Okay? For text, you're going to use T134 protocol. If I go to the previous one, for virtual meeting, they use T137 protocol. Uh, so, in summary, we have discussed the different type of uh, factors that affect the performance of. So basically, in this chapter, we have discussed uh, some of the factors that impact the performance of multimedia and video over IP, such as video standards, content distribution, transmission method, transmission standard, and the last one is T120 suite protocol. Thank you for watching. Hopefully, this tutorial is informative and beneficial to your learning of this chapter. Thank you.